Cool, so I'm going to be reviewing two of my brother's sets here today. This is for a fitness offer, and one of these didn't close, one of these closed for 1500. But they both need a lot of improvement, and we'll dive straight into it, right? So, this is what is it? Appreciate the love of my post. So, we've got some warm outreach here. He's reached out to the client, they've showed interaction, showed interest. Really bad response. I've just said, like, yeah, okay. Um, that's great, bro. What are you working on lately? This is really bad. You're given like three binary options, not even asking, like, what his goals are. He might not have goals. He might not be interested in fitness. Like here already, you're assuming that he has workouts and diets that he wants to stay consistent with. This message itself isn't the worst though. Like it's like saying thank you basically, and then have you been staying consistent with your workouts and diet? It's like trying to build this casual rapport, but it's assuming way too much. Like never assume anything. Which may be why you got the bad reply because it's just like it's not. You don't know this guy. You don't know that he's even got workouts or diet that he's sticking to. Losing fat and building muscle, that might not even be his exact goals, but because he's only got those three options, he's just picked two of them. Everyone wants to lose fat. Everyone wants to build muscle. Okay, how's this been going? It's been going great. That's good, man. Are you currently seeing the progress you'd like to be seeing? Kinda. I know it takes a long time. Well, it'd be better to just go straight in here, like how much fat you're trying to lose, how much muscle you're trying to build, or even just go more than one. Like, what is the main goal? Like losing the fat for now, or building the muscle. Like, what is the priority? And then why is that so important? So, and like, how long for? So we're really going deeper and not just like skimming surface level on one thing. But that's good, man. Are you currently seeing the progression you'd like to be seeing? Kinda. I know it takes time. Having a hard time losing the love handles. So here you go. His actual pain, his problem is losing the weight. So here we could go. Cool. Well, he's having a hard time. Shit. How long are you having a hard time for? Because this is where the pain's going to be. This is what's going to create that urgency, basically. Um, I just posted a video about that. Okay, well, drop the link of the video in here so we can watch it, and get more of that. That's like personalized then you giving him this content because it's going to help him personally. That would be a great time to drop in that, that free value. Okay. It takes time, but needs to make sure the diet and workouts are structured the right way. Uh, you ever considered getting a coach? Like, no, way too aggressive. Like, you're already considering that he even wants help, like he wants a coach. You haven't really found much of a problem yet, apart from like he's trying to shift some love and also you haven't really found his main goal. It's been going great. Okay, then why would he need a coach? Because you haven't got this pain. You haven't got like, oh, I've been trying for like 10 years and I just can't lose weight. There's no urgency there. Why would he consider a coach? Look, yeah, most coaches are expensive. Not a great answer. And then yeah, some can be super expensive. So that's even like lowering the frame quite a lot here because you're separating yourself from the high tier coaches. Plus you're like laughing, so you're kind of like laughing it off. So just like in a way it kind of avoids the fact that he thinks they're expensive. So it's like it's a way of like deflecting it. It's not good. Just out of interest, what's the most you'd invest in a coach? See, like, why are we being so aggressive? To be fair, like, if from the guy's profile he could tell that he's a young guy, he's in school, it could make sense to be like more aggressive with the qualifying. Um, but it doesn't really make sense to at this point. And then it's like per month. Like, come on, you really think he's making that like a year? It depends what I get from the coach, and then just like listing the things is not like that's never a good thing to do. It's more okay. Well, what is it that you would want to get that would make it worth the coaching? Find out exactly what he wants. Don't just list random things. Just started vacation, so just going 5 days a week to the gym. I guess that's great. Okay. Did you want me to send over a link? Like asking permission to send the link, before he's even like, yeah, it's just there's no authority. He's gone, sure. And he's just sent over the link, and then it's just got aired. He's followed up, and he's just been left on scene again because there's no authority here. There's no urgency. There is no deep reason why. There's no deep pain or motivation here. It's just weak. There's no reason why that should close. This one closed to 1500. So yeah, appreciate the follow. So again, warm outreach. Just curious, how's everything going with your workouts and nutrition? Again, we're assuming too much here already, but a lot better reply. Like, hi, no problem. Workout consistently like 5 to 6 times a week. My nutrition's not the best. So it's lucky that this guy is obviously training a lot and dialing in with the nutrition. That's good. How come the nutrition isn't good? It's not a great thing to dive into here. You've got that he trains 5 to 6 times a week and be like, cool, well, what are you training for? Obviously, this guy has a goal. Otherwise, why are you going to spend 5 to 6 days a week in the gym? I mean, always include protein, starch, vegetable meals, but still like to eat out mainly. Because he said it's not always the best. He didn't even say it's not so good, It's a little thing, but just assuming those little things can bring up barriers, It's like, I mean is sort of like, it's like an argumentative phrase, it's like kind of saying that he's wrong. It's like, no, what I mean is, I'm always including protein, starch, vegetable in my meals, but still like to eat out mainly on the weekends, eat unhealthy foods. Like, why have we got 4 exclamation marks here? It's okay to have a cheat day every once in a while. Yeah, but he's not, though. He's telling you that he's eating out unhealthy on the weekends every weekend. Have you been seeing good results? It's just a bit of like jumping mid-message to the next thing. Recently changed my workouts. Used to do yoga, endurance improves, speed, noticing small improvements. To be honest, always done my own thing. Never had a trainer. Not sure if I'm ready for one. Okay, cool. Well, what makes you feel like you're not ready for one? Or why would you actually even consider a trainer in the first place, Trying to find out what he feels like he would even be able to benefit from it. Okay, gotcha. Thanks for the support. It seems like things are going well for you. Are they? So you've just written off the whole conversation, written off a whole lead. There's no reason to write this lead off. If we went deep and actually found a reason why, we'd have the perfect reason to book someone onto a call right now. And look, they even come back and say, they're considering it. So they're actually considering this. But the conversations should have been closed off. Like, imagine they didn't come back and say that. How come you want to wait? That's kind of patronising. There definitely is. It's a good question. Like, it's the right idea, but it's such a bad way to ask it. What's going to be different in July? Why do you want to delay it? Like, in what way does it make sense to delay it? Because of my current schedule, no problem. We can do the routine based off your schedule. Thanks. So I looked for your website this morning and found your program and seems legit. I'm interested in a phone call. Like, this guy is interested. If there was any sort of urgency created, if this conversation was actually like genuine and it felt like they wanted to help him, luckily he is wanting to help anyway. But imagine he didn't, and in fact, if it then let it go because he wasn't engaging in the conversation in the right way, if he had closed it off and the guy didn't come back, that's just a lost lead, you see, and this closed out of luck, to be honest. So yeah, but here again, there's no question here either. Yeah, we can make the routine based off your schedule, but if you want to wait, no worries. Thanks. Look for your website this morning. Program says, yeah, we just covered that. But if you want to wait, no worries. It's just nah, that's not what we're here to do. It's not like a if you want it, if you don't. It's this is a one-time offer. This can change your life. Perfect. I'll send over a link, so you can book onto a call. You can also copy the link and send it to your friend. Okay, so we have this friend that wants to do it with him. Great. Luckily, scheduled in. Let me show you how I would approach this. Okay, so obviously not assuming right now. It's how's everything going? Are you looking at fitness or are you just enjoying the content? cool, no problem. Yeah, I work out 5, 6 times a week. Nutrition's not the best. I'll be like, great to hear that, you're working out consistently, but, you know, just ignore the negative here because obviously this guy's, he seems optimistic. He's going to want to talk about like what he's really working for here. I'd say, nice, but like what are you working for? What are you aiming for here? It's going to be, I mean, it seems like it's going to be him losing weight or, gaining the health, but don't even really know that yet. However, if he comes down here, yeah, it looks like he just wants to be healthy all round. I can imagine if he's doing all that, he's probably not overweight. Um, but we don't even know this yet, so it would be like actually finding that reason of what he wants to do, why he's working out so much, why he's trying to, you know, balance out his nutrition. Um, yeah, so I dive more into finding that goal, and then when we get that goal, it's like, okay, how long have you wanted to do this for? Like, why do you want to do it? What would that look like? Actually get in depth on it, not just surface level. Like, here, congratulating him for like having a cheat day when he's even said it's not once in a while. It's like a common thing, you know. I mainly on weekends eat unhealthy foods. Have you been seeing good results? It's just switching it up so much. Um, okay, cool. Um, and then you basically just want to establish, is he at where he wants to be at? Okay, it's a no, because we do later find out that he wants coaching. So if it is, because you need to sort of create this gap. So you want him to realise that this isn't where he wants to be. Um, never done his own, always done his own thing. How long have you done your own thing for? Okay, and then you can tie that into him doing his own thing and him not seeing the results that he wants. And then create the urgency for the call. But here, like, there's no question. It's completely written off. This is like one of the worst responses ever that I've seen. Um, yeah, how come you want to wait? Like I said, it's so aggressive. But if someone did say this, keep you in mind. Yeah, like I said, it'd be like, okay, well, what's going to be different in June? Um, yeah, and then current schedule's easy. My workout routine. Want to start a new program that I can't remain consistent with. Yeah. Well, why would you not be able to remain consistent with it? Um, no problem, man. Do the routine based off your schedule. Like, this is good, it's going to be personalised to you, kind of thing. Looked for your website this morning and legit. Well, when it comes around to the calls, it'll be like, this guy's kind of offered himself a call, but you want to do it as like, okay, cool, well, you know, to see if I could even help you in the first place. Would you be up for a call? Just to see if there is something if we could do. And then these people are going to be like, wow, this guy might not even be able to help me. Like, let me actually jump on this call and try and get the help. So now they're like trying to prove to you that they need the help, right? You can see how that's such a better frame for the call. And then the best thing you want to do is just be like, when they confirm they want a call, cool man, the evenings or mornings work better for you. They're normally going to give you an answer and be like, great, I've got either, tomorrow at 8 p.m., the day after at like 6 p.m., like which is best, getting them to pick one. Right, cool. Here's my calendar, book that in. Just send me a screenshot when you confirmed it, because you don't even know if this guy's booked in actually. Well, you do. You can go check the calendar, but you can see like it's been an hour and a half. Like you don't know if he's done it yet. And also when people see that, it gives them something to go and do. Can they go on the calendar? Okay, right, I need to do this now. Just send a screenshot. They're not going to leave it as long because they know that they need to take that action and like send it off to you, if that makes sense. Yeah, and then nurturing up to the call. So it was just left at this. Then the guy got on the call, without any nurturing, without any follow ups. That was probably a cool reminder, but that was about it. Yeah. So a lot of improvements to be made. Honestly, like there's not even really a framework followed here. There's no depth. It's all surface level, and it's one of the worst ways it can be. But that's just showing some bad examples, basically. of setting. However, it still managed to close. So imagine if the setting was good, how many more calls would be closing, how many more appointments would be getting set. So yeah, you can only start to imagine how much money is being lost here.